Welcome everybody. Today's video we find us over here in Bangkok, and we're right over here kind of in the shadow of Wat Saket, the Golden Mount. And I've came over here before and I saw this little village where they, or it's a little community where they make the alms bowls for the monks. And it's like an 8-step procedure, and it takes like 5 days to make one of these alms bowls. So we're gonna hopefully be able to see the steps, and I'll show you around in here. So this is the Ban Bat community, and they have a little mural here on the wall that goes through all the steps. Step 1 where they make the lip, step 2 where they cut the pieces, step 3, step 4 where they're banging on it, kind of making it into its shape, step 5 where they do it on the inside, step 6 where they finish the welding, and then step 7 is like the filing, the very last step here, and then step 8, I guess, where they heat it up again. Now this is just like a little, like a maze of alleys, and they have different steps, and they're just in their little houses here. So hopefully we'll be able to track down all of the steps. Let's see what we can find. So this is step 1 right here. This goes on this is the lip of the bowl right here. So he cuts it into shape, then he bangs on it, then he uses that little disc grinder over there, and he kind of smooths down the lip. You can see he uses his tools right over there. He has the hammer. This is the piece that he shapes right here. So you see he bangs it right there. And then he shapes it into the circle. So it takes him an hour to bang to get it into this circle. So it's a slow process. And this is the pattern that he bends it into right here. It's just an old piece of future board, but it works for him. He's going to bang on this a little bit more for get it into shape. So you see he uses that hole, that's where he bangs on to get it into the shape. And then he just lifts it up. And he slowly gets it into the form. So he's 72 years old, and he said he started working here when he was about 18. So he's been doing this for a long, long time. This right here is step 2. You see he's smoothing out those little lips right there. And then he'll bang them down. So he puts all those little pieces, the corner pieces and everything in. But this is where they put that metal lip right here that we just saw at step 1. And then they kind of weld these little pieces together, and they give it kind of its rough outline. So you can see right there, and it's already starting to get pretty heavy. So right here what they do is they have all these pieces cut. This is the corner piece right here. So they'll put it in right there, and then they'll weld it into place. And you can see all the little pieces are cut. Yeah, so that'll go right there in the corner. So he'll fit it in right there, and then they'll weld it, and then they'll put all 8 of the pieces in. Very cool. And this little community is just in this little maze of alleys. They live here and they just work at the front of their house. You hear all the constant banging and stuff for people making these. Okay, so the 3rd step is right here, and he's in here asleep, so we're not going to disturb him. But he heats it up with the torch, and then he fixes all the seams. We've talked to him before. He's a pretty nice guy. Right here, this is step 4, where she bangs on it, gets it into its shape. Okay, right over here, this is step number 5. And what he does is he puts the lip on it right here. That's the good sound. That's the sound that they want, that the monks, they'll hit that, and it'll let the people know that they're out collecting the alms. But what he does here is he takes these, and then he uses this here. This is his form, and he bangs on it here, and he gets it its shape. And then he has the bigger form over there, and then he puts the lip on it. You can see the pieces and stuff that he's cut off here. And this is what it looks like after he attaches the lip to it. So you can see they have that little weld, and then he gives it the shape. And they have 3 different shapes to these alms bowls. You can see here how he's attached the And there is how he does it right there. So he uses the pliers to kind of piece the thing together right there. So he just over, under, and then he can attach that lip right there using those needle nose pliers. Yeah, so we just wander around. Each of these little steps are in different people's homes. You can see the wires and everything and how they live. This is a workshop here for one of the steps. They have little shrines like this in here. Over here we're having a haircut. And this is just a little community right here. And there used to be like 100 different families that lived in here that did this. But I guess it's down to just like a handful of them now. She's here smoothing out the seams. This is the 6th step that she does right here. So she's giving it the final shape on the bottom, and then she smooths out those welds. And it's just a meticulous process of banging on it with the hammer. He's taking this back here to another one. You can see their houses, the wooden style houses. You got a little baby in here, and they're making up some lunch. Their motorcycles, everybody just hanging out here. Oh, this is great. Yeah, in Bangkok you see all these like little narrow alley communities. We got a couple dogs here. They have a little convenience store right there. So she has that little grinder, and she's gonna smooth out all the welds and the hammer marks. And then from here, they'll put a lacquer on it, and they'll cook them on like a little barbecue, and it'll give them their black color. And you see here, she's got a little hand file, and she's shaping the bottom of it. This right here is kind of interesting. So it looks like a shrine, and what it is, it's the old style oven that they have. You can see down there, the wood is sitting on top of it. And what they believe that it has like the good spirit from the teacher that's taught them how to make these alms bowls. And it's just a little shrine right here in the middle of their community now. So they even have an old well right here. It's covered up. She's got the bucket here. Yeah, that's great. So what they would do, this is the groundwater here, and it actually has the water. And whenever they would use the old fire, the old oven over there, if it got too hot, they had the well right next to it. They would just bucket some water out and throw it on it to cool it off. Okay, so what we have here, this is the finished stage. So after they do all that banging and everything, this is the alms bowl itself. And the last final step is right here. And what they do is they grill it like on a little barbecue grill, and they give it the black color. So that is the final step. And there's quite a few of them stacked up here. They're not working today, so I can't. So here's the little grill they use. So they just put the charcoal in it, and you can see how they have it over here. This is the ones they're getting ready to fire up. And they just put the briquettes in there, the little charcoal, and they cook it till it's black. And then here's all their tools. So that's on the inside. They can put that in, and they can give it the shape on the outside, and then they can trim it. You see how he has that on the inside, and he's giving that little lip the perfect round shape. They just sit here and do this all day. She's giving it part of the shape. He's doing it. She's over here filing on it. This is kind of cool. They have all the different steps, everything that has to go into making it. Yeah, right here, that's where they bake it, the last thing. They put the lacquer on it, and they cook it in the little barbecue thing. And they set it on the grill just like that. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, here's another one of the little shrines they've made out of the old oven. Yeah, these go all the way back to the Ayutthaya days. And for Songkran and a couple other little festivals, they'll actually come out here, and they'll have a whole ceremony. That's going to finish up our video over here at this little Bang Bat community. This is quite cool. They are still down here making these things by hand. Now, the way it goes, I guess, is that the monks will put in an order for some of the alms bowls, and then these craftsmen will fill the order, and they're doing it in the old style. They've added like modern torches and grinders and stuff like that, but it's still a hand process, and it takes them a long time, and it's a lot of labor and a lot of banging, a lot of noise. And anyway, I showed you all of the steps, and there is a last step where they can decorate it up and put on like, you know, decorative work and all that on it. And that's optional, but the alms bowls that you see the monks carrying around, they don't have that decoration, and they just carry them, and it has to have a certain ring to it. It has to be a little bell. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash like and subscribe. And if you like this video, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. And if you've been down here or if you have any questions, let me know. This is in the shadow of the Golden Mount, and it's a short walk from over there over to here. And it would definitely be worth your time if you want to come over here and navigate these little alleys and stuff like that. So from over here in Bangkok, remember guys, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.